Dear students, in this video you will learn about synchronous motor on load. In synchronous motor, when the load increases, speed remains constant. But in induction motor and DC shunt motor, when the load increases, speed will be decreased. So, how speed will be remains constant in synchronous motor, we will see. So, as the load on the synchronous motor increases, there is no change in the speed, there is no changes in the speed, but it will affect on load angle delta and induced EMF EPH. The angle by which the rotor axis is respect to the stator axis. The angle load angle delta is depends on the rotor and stator axis. When the load increases, the load angle delta will be increases, but speed remains constant. The delta increases through E, B phase and V phase magnitude are same. The displacement of induced EMF EBPH in ideal position it will increase. So, here you can see the vector difference of EPH minus EBPH. So, it is increases, right. So, when the load increases, the load angle will be increases in the synchronous motor, but the speed will be remains constant. The speed is no changes in speed. So, the speed is remains constant. So, here we can see the vector diagrams of light load condition and heavy load condition. So, here we are assuming the load angle for light load is delta 1, for heavy load is delta 2. So, when the load increases, delta 2 is increased than the delta 1, the load angle will be increased. You can observe the differences of light load and heavy load in these two vector diagrams. Okay. The synchronous impedance is constant when the load on the synchronous motor is increases. The magnitude of the current IAPH, the magnitude of the current will be increases. So, even though in induction motor and DC shunt motor, when the load increases, the current drawn from the supply will be increases. Similarly, here when the load on the synchronous motor increases, the impedance is constant, but load angle will be increased. The magnitude of the current, the load current will be increases. So, here the current will produce the torque. The current is produce the torque. So, which satisfies the increase the load demand. So, here already we have seen magnetic locking concept in previous videos. The differences between the rotor and stator fluxes. So, based on the magnetic locking concept, synchronous motor will be increases, synchronous motor will be operates. So, coming to the phasor diagrams. So, delta 2 is for heavy load and delta 1 is for light load. When the load increases, load angle will be increases. So, you can see in these differences, in this vector diagrams you can see the differences. See, from the vector diagrams, so what we can say that when there is no load and the current drawn from the supply is very small, the current drawn from the supply is very small. When the load is increases, then the current drawn from the supply will be increases. So, in this case, when there is no load on synchronous motor, stator and rotor magnetic axis almost matching transformer. So, transformer we have seen phasor diagram, equivalent circuit. So, according to the phasor diagrams, so we can say that when there is no load on the synchronous motor, the rotor and stator and rotor magnetics are almost matching to transformer each other. The load angle will be very small in no load condition, right? When the load increases, rotor magnetic axis starts retrogressing with respect to stator axis. Rotor axis starts retrogressing with stator axis. So that is load angle delta will increases. So maintaining the magnetic locking condition. So here the synchronous motor load affects the load angle delta. So without affecting the speed, synchronous motor means constant speed motor. So whenever the load increases, the speed will be remains constant. So in this case, when the load increases, delta will be increased, load angle will be increased. The magnitude of ERPH increases, which shows that the motor draws more current from the supply. This satisfies the increased load torque demand. Okay. Then torque produced in the synchronous motor depends on the load angle delta. So torque always depends on the current. So current increases, load angle will increase, and torque will also increase. So even in induction motor and DC shunt motor, so when the load increases, load current will increase, torque is also will increase. Similarly, in this synchronous motor also, load angle increases, then torque also will increase. The small value of the prices depends on sin delta. Okay. The load angle delta is measured in degrees electrical. The load angle delta will decreases in electrical. The angle delta increases, the magnetic flux lines produced force attraction between the two get more and more stretched. So magnetic locking principle will be applied. So this weakens the force maintain the magnetic locking. So magnetic locking force will be decreases. So through torque produced by the motor is increased. So when the delta reaches to 90 degrees, the delta is 90 degrees in electrical, of a pole pitch, the stretched flux lines get broken. So when the delta is 90 degrees, sin 90 is equal to 1, sin 0 is equal to 0, sin 90 is equal to 1. So in this case, so here delta value is 90 degrees, so sin delta will be equal to 1. In this case, the magnetic lines gets stretched and get broken. Hence magnetic locking between the stator and rotor no longer exists. So this motor comes out of synchronism. Okay, so synchronism. So then means the speed will be varies. So it little not that much. So it will varies fractional 1 to 5 rpm. The torque produced at delta is equal to 90 degrees. So in this condition, torque will be maximum. So a synchronous motor can produce maintaining the magnetic locking. So synchronism, such torque is called pull out torque. So when the load angle is equal to 90 degrees, then torque will become a maximum, and so magnetic locking will be weakened. So magnetic locking system will be decreased and torque will be increased. The torque we are calling as a pull out torque. The relationship between the torque produced and load angle as shown in this below figure. So you can see the relationship between torque produced and delta, load angle delta. So here you can see at delta is equal to 90 degrees. So we will get maximum torque. When delta is increases towards 180 degrees, then automatically the torque will be decreased. When delta is equal to 90 degrees, the torque we are calling as a pull out torque. So we can see in this figure. So torque versus torque produced versus angle delta, load angle delta. So, here at delta is equal to 90 degrees. So, delta is 90 degrees. So, the torque we are calling as a pull out torque. Okay. So, this is about synchronous motor on load, right. So, next, so we will see the power circle, constant power circle, that is that one you can call it as a, circle we are calling as a Blondel diagram, and operation of synchronous motor at constant load, variable excitation. So, these topics we will see in next video. Thank you everyone.